Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hello, welcome to the show, everybody. Episode 173, and thanks as always to all of you for watching. That's why I'm still here doing the show. Much appreciated. I want to say, are you having a good week? By the way, I hope you're. Don't let the weather bother you. It's not going to be that much longer. Yeah, right. I want to say hello to our friends at AG Event Graphics here in Sarnia. They do a great job of supporting us here on the show. We really appreciate that, and they support Indie Fest as well. And I've got some Indie Fest stickers here. If you'd like to get some of these, send me an email here to the show at davidburrows.ws. So thank you, AG Event Graphics, for that. And I also want to say hello to our friends at uvlog.com. Uvlog.com is a place for people who want to become broadcasters, recorded or live stream, and they've got an incredible platform going on there, and you're going to see a lot of stuff there from the show, as well as there's many other great, cool channels happening there as well. So check that out, uvlog.com, and I want to say thanks to our friends Mark Scott and his team at uvlog.com for doing a great job. All right, well, did you get out to the 5th annual Campbell Street Station reunion party? Good Question to open up things. We had a lot of fun with them. They did a great performance down there. Thank you to Good Question. They were on last week's episode if you want to check that out. And also the Bon Jovi Forever, a tribute to Bon Jovi. They were amazing, phenomenal. It was Bon Jovi up on that stage. So everybody that was there, we had a great time. And I want to say thank you to Jason Winter and all his staff down at RUSTIC for having us there. And we're looking forward to next year, see what's going to happen there. All right. Also want to say congratulations to all the cast, crew, and director of The Clean House, which performed here recently at the Imperial Theatre. They have qualified to go on to the Western Ontario Drama League Festival, which is happening down in Owen Sound. And then from there, they could move on to provincials. They're going to be having a encore presentation here at the Imperial Theatre on March the 13th. Tickets are only $10 for this. If you saw it and loved it, go see it again. If you didn't get a chance to see it, like me, I'm going to be going this time for sure. And all that money is going towards helping them for their trip down to Owen Sound. So congratulations to everybody at the Clean House, and we're looking forward to another performance on March the 13th at Imperial Theatre here in Sarnia. All right, well, let's go out to the entertainment scene. Let's get right to it. This man is funny. I love him. He's been great. I've known him for a couple of years now and been trying really hard to get him on the show, and we finally got him. He's coming to RUSTIC this Friday, February the 27th. Yes, and he is hilarious. Here is, let's go to the entertainment scene and talk to my friend, comedian Jeff Leeson. All right, well, this week on the show, as promised from last week's episode, very funny guy. I love this guy. And he's a lot thinner than he used to be, but he's still just as funny. Jeff Leeson, thanks for joining us here today.
Hey, Dave, thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem. You really have lost a lot of weight. Congratulations on that. Is that just from more laughing?
No, not at all. It's been from a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, blood. Not so much blood, but a lot of sweat. But I have lost 93 pounds.
Yeah, that's incredible. And again, congratulations. You got a real taste of comedy at a young age. How old were you when you got started?
14, man. I was 14 years old. How I started was I was the valedictorian for my grade 8 class, which had absolutely nothing to do with my marks or my grades or how I was as a student, and had everything to do with the fact that I didn't wet myself when I gave a public speech, and other kids did. And they were like, hey, why don't we have this guy talk to the school and the parents? And it ended up going really well. I got a standing ovation. I made people laugh in the speech, and I was like, man, if there's a way that I can do this, like as my career, that's what I want to do. So that's how I got into it. You're coming to Rust Friday, February the 27th. And you bringing some others with you as well? Nah, just me. Just me. Screw those other guys. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm gonna save it. It's gonna be a special appearances. If you want to know who it is, you got to come out to the show and you got to find out. But trust me, you will not be disappointed with who is there. Now you've got something new happening, and maybe you want to talk about your new show, the Jeff Leeson Show. What's going on there? The Jeff Leeson Show. I'm very, very excited about this, David. Do I call you David, Dave, or Burrows? What do you prefer?
Well, you've called me a lot of things, but you call me whatever you want.
Okay. No, we better not do that.
No, I'll save that for the show.
Off the air. But I'm very excited about this. It's a new, it's a weekly web series. We've done 4 episodes so far. It airs today at 3 p.m. on Facebook. We're an official Facebook show. We're on YouTube as well. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jeff Leeson Show, to see all the episodes. But the newest one comes out today at 3 p.m. on Facebook. Add me on Facebook, Jeff Leeson, and we release them every Wednesday at 3. I'm so proud. I'm working with one of my best friends and my executive producer, Dan Shaba, who's been terrific. Echelon Productions has just come on, so I'm very, very excited about what we're doing. We got a lot of big things going on. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that. That's I've watched a couple of the episodes, and definitely, I never know where you're going to come from, right? You know, like you've really got an original style about yourself. You don't so much have a script. You just kind of go with what's happening in the room, and then you just got this big finish that you do every time. You know, you kind of summarize the whole thing. Is that something you created yourself?
Yeah, you know what? It was actually something that happened like on a whim. I was doing a show in Cannington, Ontario, because I'm huge. So I go to all the major hot spots of comedy. So I was in Cannington getting my big break. Actually, describe me as human fireworks at the end because it's just a big, explosion of all the
It's a big finish to the whole night of the whole routine that you perform, right? And, well, I've never seen it not work for you, and I'm looking forward to, as many others, looking forward to seeing you get down to Rustic this Friday. I know doors open at 8 o'clock, and you're going to have some guests there with you starting off, and then you're going to wrap things up. I'm expecting a really great crowd down there, so it should be a lot of fun.
Me too. I've been there a few times now. Back when it was the Stubborn Mule, of course.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places to play in Sarnia, and Sarnia is just a great town. It's just a great party town, great people, and also have a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it this week, and bringing 3 guys with me that are gonna tear it up, and we're gonna have some fun. You coming? Are you coming to the show?
Yes, I'm gonna do my best to get down there. I might not be there right at the start, but I will make it down there.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay, sounds good. Jeff Leeson, thank you once again for joining us here, and everybody keep watching. We're going to give away a pair of tickets to get down to see Jeff Leeson coming to Rustic this February the 27th. Keep watching for your chance to win. Thanks again, Jeff.
Hey, thanks a lot, David Burrows. I appreciate it. Keep watching the show with David Burrows. He's doing some great things there from his – what the hell are you in? You in a bunker or something? What are you in?
Yeah, the bunker. Yeah, I'm down in the basement. Yeah. This is where she keeps me.
Oh, nice. That's good. Well, at least you found something to do. You hung up some Elvis pictures and you put up a picture of a car.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's not your studio living room. Anyway, once again, Jeff Leeson, come and see him.
A picture behind me here, Burrows. That's what I'm working with.
That's very cool. I'm not as cool as you yet.
Oh, come on. You're wearing a jacket.
I've lost control here, cool. Folks. Jeff Leeson, once again, coming to Rustic February the 27th. You can see why you're going to want to get tickets to get out and see this. We'll see Jeff more on Friday.
Jeff Leeson, thank you so much for holding back there. He wanted to say some things about me. I know he did. Actually, we had a lot of fun. Jeff Leeson, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with us here on the show. And be sure to check out Jeff's new show, The Jeff Leeson Show. You can find him online. Go to my Facebook fan page, and you'll see him there for sure. And we're looking forward to this. If you'd like a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Jeff Leeson this Friday at Rustic, go to my Facebook fan page, The Show Sarnia, and you'll see what you got to do. Answer a couple of cool questions. And we'll be there to see Jeff Leeson this Friday as well. And I'm going to put an unedited version of that interview on the Facebook fan page a little later on in the week. So about Friday,
I will put that up, and you can see an unedited version of that interview. Viewer discretion advised. That's all I can say. Jeff Leeson, thanks so much again for being here on the show. We'll look forward to seeing you Friday night, February the 27th, here in Sarnia at Rustic. All right, well, now let's go out into the community. JD Booth is the editor and publisher of LambtonShield.com here in Sarnia, and he felt that there was lots of volunteers that needed some recognition, so he's put together what's called the Mackenzie Volunteer Prize. And here to talk to us about that now in the community, let's go talk to JD Booth. Well, this week in the community, coming up in April, a special event to recognize volunteers in our community, and here to share all the details, editor and publisher of LambtonShield.com, JD Booth. JD, thanks for being here.
Thanks, David, and thanks for inviting me to talk about the Mackenzie Volunteer Prize. I launched LambtonShield.com almost 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years ago in November. The name Lambton Shield is historical in our community. It actually was founded by Alexander Mackenzie,
right.
The original newspaper. It predates the Observer by 1 year. I wanted to really to honor the name and the person of Alexander Mackenzie
right.
in a special way, and I thought, what better way than to recognize volunteerism in our community?
Yeah.
So the Mackenzie Volunteer Prize is a $2,000 prize that's going to go to the top volunteer.
Right.
We're starting right now. We have opened up nominations at LambtonShield.com/MVP.
Right.
And people will be able to nominate the top volunteer that they believe, or a volunteer they believe has made significant impact on the community. We're going to have a social media aspect to it, which is being written by Storyboard Solutions, which is the host of LambtonShield.com and a sponsor of the MVP, the Mackenzie Volunteer Prize. So that's going to be coming, but right now we're accepting nominations for the volunteer prize, the Mackenzie Volunteer Prize. There's going to be semi-finalists in one of 5 categories. The finalist in each of those categories will receive a $200 cash prize, and the Alexander Mackenzie Volunteer Prize will be a $2,000 cash contribution to the organization for whom they volunteer.
Now, a lot of money involved there, so there must be some kind of support. Where's this all going to come from?
Well, we have a sponsor in Blue Water Power,
okay.
and we have a sponsor in Nova Chemicals, as well as Storyboard Solutions. There's going to be a ticketed event on April 15th. Tickets are going to be $15.
Right.
So that will help cover some of those hard production costs, as well as we're having an MC. You've graciously agreed to be the MC, and there'll
right.
be some entertainment which is still being worked out.
Right.
But really, it's going to be a fun event.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, is there some kind of qualifications for somebody to nominate somebody? Like, do I have to have had so many hours in?
No, there are programs that deal with, if you volunteered 5 years or 10 years, you get a certificate. This is not one of those.
Right.
This is really a qualitative. So it really, one of the things on the form that you go online to, again, LambtonShield.com/MVP.
Right.
Why does this person deserving of special recognition? And we'll do the interviewing and the determination
right.
about who's going to be the semifinalists. But what's also going to be determined in this is the social media. So Storyboard Solutions is working on once we have the nominees in place, there'll be a place that you go to
right.
to vote for your favorite volunteer.
Right. So essentially giving the public a say in who they feel deserves the recognition.
Yeah, and that will be a significant portion of who gets to be the semifinalist and the finalist and so forth. So.
Sounds like a great event. Congratulations on creating that, and looking forward to the success of that. JD, thanks so much for being here on the show.
Thanks, David.
And we're going to go back to the studio now and talk more about how you can get tickets and more about this special event coming to Petrolia on April the 15th. Once again, the Mackenzie Volunteer Prize coming to Petrolia to the Victoria Playhouse on April the 15th. And thank you to my friend JD Booth for sharing all that information. And I do mean my friend JD. We've gotten to know each other quite well over the last couple of years. And JD, I do appreciate your friendship. And I've always appreciated JD's support of the show, of course, featured every week at lambtonshield.com as well. So now I want to ask all of you to show support for the Mackenzie Volunteer Prize. Go to lambtonshield.com and you can nominate an individual in the community or someone who volunteers for an organization, whatever you feel, and those nominations will be collected, and then they'll have those announcements to those folks that have been nominated, and then of course April 15th somebody's going to have $2,000 donated to their cause. So once again, check out all the details at lambtonshield.com, and thank you again to my friend JD Booth for being here on the show. All right, well, this guy has got it all, including what's going on with the weather. Let's go to apps with Mark Russell.
Thanks, Dave. Yup, looks like rain. This week we look at Dark Sky on apps with Mark Russell. Dark Sky is a weather app for the iPhone and iPad. It uses state-of-the-art technology to predict when it will rain or snow, down to the minute, at your exact location, and presents it with beautiful weather visualizations. Dark Sky will tell you when it's going to rain or snow up to an hour in advance, so you're free to take the dog for a walk or run to get lunch. Using GPS, Dark Sky is able to create forecasts for your exact location, giving you minute-by-minute updates for the next hour and detailed information for the next week and month. Dark Sky will deliver precise alerts when it's about to rain or snow wherever you are. Even if you haven't opened the app in days, Dark Sky will still let you know when you're in the path of a rain or snowstorm. The same technology that powers Dark Sky's predictions also allows them to make the first smooth animated radar. Other apps just show a clunky sideshow that makes it nearly impossible to see how a storm is moving. But Dark Sky's animation lets you see the actual path of the storm, where it was, and where it's moving to. Dark Sky uses a weather service built specifically for the app called Forecast. It was created about 3 years ago after a Kickstarter campaign. The app also has some cool visualizations, including a world map and globe, that lets you see predicted storm paths for anyone around the globe. Dark Sky is available for $3.99 on iPhone and iPad. This has been Apps with Mark Russell.
Mark Russell, as always, thanks for being here and sharing the featured app of the week on Apps with Mark Russell. We used to look out the window and we could talk about the weather, but now I guess... Anyway, I just want to say thanks again to Mark Russell for being here every week. If you'd like to talk to Mark, send him an email to info@markrussellsarnia.com. And as always, looking forward to seeing what Mark's got for us next week. All right, turn it up and take a look. It's local events calendar time. Check it out and we'll be right back. All right, there's the local events calendar for this week in Sarnia-Lambton, and thanks to everybody who contributes to putting on the events here. If you'd like your event mentioned and put on the show, send it to me to the show at davidburrows.ws. Just before I go, I want to say a special shout-out to my friend Arron Sisson, who broadcasts every Wednesday on Playfair Music, the Playfair Music online stream at playfairmusic.biz. He's on every Wednesday starting at 1 o'clock, and they've got their Rock It Up Sarnia Rockiversary, the first one happening down at Rustic. 4 great bands going to be there. Littlefoot Longfoot will be headlining the night, along with the Downriver Band, who you've seen here on the show before. No Vacancy and Matt Reed will be performing. Only $5. Everything starts around 6:30. And I just want to say congratulations to all the hard work that Arron Sisson has done promoting music, not only in this area, but around the world. So way to go, Arron, on a great job there. That's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week and an even better weekend, and I will see you next time right here on the show. Bye-bye for now.